The Premier League is back with a bang. We've got some interesting matches going on. We have got the South Coast derby between the Bournemouth and Southampton. We have got the West Ham versus Brentford. Another East versus West derby. We have got Newcastle versus City. Will Hull City will survive at St James's Park without Rodri and De Bruyne? Damn, that's going to be an interesting match to watch. Will Arsenal perform the dark arts to get C3 sacked? And will Manchester United Ten Hag dismantle Ange Postecoglou? We will see, bruv. We will see. Let's go. First match. Newcastle versus Man City at St James's Park at 12:30 p.m. kickoff. Like I said, no Rodri, no De Bruyne. This is Man City's best defensive midfielder. Gone. Not gonna be in Tyneside. There is no De Bruyne. Man City's best centre attacking midfielder. Not gonna be in tomorrow. This is gonna be interesting because Newcastle can put their full team up, and this is gonna be interesting how Man City is gonna survive at Newcastle. How Man City get to the stage where they need to start winning games. Because yes, they drew against Arsenal 2-2. Well done. But second half, it was all about 90th minute getting something with a parking the bus. And they didn't get lucky against Arsenal because of the Stones. 98th minute. But I'm going to say this. Newcastle will win 2-1 at St James's Park. That will be the shock of the week commencing. And based on this result, that means Man City will end their unbeaten streak at St James's Park because Man City has got 4 wins, four wins, 1 draw, 0 losses. Newcastle have got 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. So 2 losses. This is going to be an interesting game to predict. So, yeah, 2-1 to Newcastle. It's going to be interesting. Next game is at Emirates. Arsenal Football Club versus Leicester City. Arsenal unlucky. Trossard with the red card. That is going to be a major problem because it was similar to Declan Rice's red card. But the fact that Trossard kicked the ball on purpose and he's already got a yellow, that means 2 yellows have to be a red. I'm sorry, but it's true. I've seen a lot of people are saying that the first topic of the day is this. Is Arsenal Football Club performing the Dark Arts magic? So the Dark Arts magic is basically diving on the football pitch, pretending to be injured, time wasting, and parking the bus. Now, I'm not a big fan of parking the bus. I'm not a big fan of the defensive tactics. I'm more of the creative mind. So I think I don't think it's something like you can say dark arts because it's not against the rule to do parking the bus, to do falling down on the ground. It's not against the law. So I'm thinking the fact that people are saying it's the dark arts magic, I think that's not good to say. I don't think it's the right idea to call it dark arts because it's not affecting anyone. Leicester City has not won a game yet. Arsenal are unbeaten. Arsenal are 3 wins, 2 draws, no losses. It's backwards for Leicester City for Steve Cooper. Steve Cooper have not won a match, drawn 2, lost 3. I'm going to go for Arsenal to win 3-1 at Emirates. I just don't think Steve Cooper can get something, because this is a crisis for Leicester, because they've got a good team, but they're not really getting. It's going to be hard to get something at Emirates. Next game is the one game that I dread to predict. Another West versus East London derby. West Ham United versus Brentford. West Ham United have lost against Chelsea 3-0 at the London Stadium. Brentford, well, they won. So that is going to be interesting. West Ham lost 5-1 to Liverpool at Anfield. Brentford did have the week off. I think we are struggling. We need a miracle at London Stadium. Because if we don't get a point at London Stadium, at least a point, one draw, then that's it. Then that could save Lopetegui's job. But I just think if we lose tomorrow, then that's going to be a massive problem for Lopetegui. Time it's going to be clicking. Time's going to be running out for Lopetegui, and I'm not a big fan of the tactics, but I just think he needs to drastically change something, and that's the right thing to do. The change is important. Spurs actually lost. Spurs lost 3-1 to Brentford. They did have a dodgy call for Vicario's handball outside the box. The thing is with that decision, I think that was not a handball. I think the fact that it does touch Vicario's hand, but I think that because it's next to the line, it doesn't count as a handball. So yeah. Next one is Stamford Bridge, Chelsea versus Brighton at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea have won 3, drawn 1, lost 1. However, Brighton are unbeaten. 3 wins, 2 draws, no losses. This is the biggest game of the 3 p.m. kickoff. Chelsea did beat West Ham 3-0. Jackson the hero, Jackson the maestro of the London Stadium. And Palmer done an amazing job and got that goal. Brighton I think people are saying they got lucky because of the red card from Morgan Gibbs White. Morgan Gibbs White got 2 yellows. I think that was a yellow because the thing is, yes, it's not intentional. But the thing is with players, the mind of a player, they have to think that, okay, if you've already been booked, you can't just get away with it. You can't just run out of the football pitch in the next minute and expect to score the next goal. That's why the referee gives a foul. Because you're just giving the ball away. You're risking your whole match because of your second yellow card. You've already been booked. You have to be careful, and that's a massive concern. A lot of players, they get yellow card, and bam, they get red card. 2 yellows equals a red. They have to respect the rule. I'm gonna go for a 3-2 Chelsea win. I think this is a tough game, but Chelsea can do this at Stamford Bridge. Palace versus Everton. Everton got their first point at the King Power Stadium against Leicester City, and Palace drew against Manchester United at Selhurst Park. I think the Martinez's tackle was dangerous. I think that was red. Both teams are not in their winning ways. They both not have won a match yet. I think this is a sackable match for Everton Sean Dyche because this is unacceptable. Palace do got a good team. I have faith in Glasgow to stay up, so I'm going to go for a Glasgow to win by 2-1 Palace. So yeah. Then we're gonna go straight to the Forest round. We have got Forest versus Fulham at the Forest round. Oh, sorry. Forest are 2 wins, 3 losses. 2 wins. 2 losses, 3 draw. The 2 wins, 3 losses, 0 losses. No, Forest 2 wins, 3 draws, 0 losses. Fulham are 2-1, 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. It is that Forest round, and Nuno can surprise. However, the fact that Nuno has not got Morgan Gibbs-White is a problem. But I do think adding the fact that they got James Ward-Prowse from West Ham is a good idea to bring. So my prediction is going to be 1-1 draw, and Forest keeps their unbeaten run. 5:30 kickoff, Sky Sports. The Wolves versus Liverpool at the Molyneux Stadium. Wolves are 1 win, 9 draws, 4 losses. Liverpool 4 wins, 9 draws, 1 loss. Liverpool did beat West Ham 5-1. Wolves have not won a match this season. I just think that's a massive concern, especially the fact that Arne Slot is coming to Molyneux. That is a massive threat. I think Liverpool, they did the right thing by resting their players against West Ham. They had players like Salah, Diaz, Van Dijk, Trent, and Robertson out. I am Anderson out. I think that it's going to be another loss for O'Neill. O'Neill's going to get another loss. I don't think that O'Neill can be capable. I think it'll be a miracle if he beats Liverpool. Plus, that was the Pop's last game. 3-1 to Liverpool. Sunday Football Super Sunday is next. Yes, it is. Sunday we have got Ipswich versus Aston Villa. Ipswich got 4 points. No, so well done. Ipswich drawn 3, lost 2. Aston Villa are on 1-4, drawn 1, and lost 1. Aston Villa can bring out so many surprises. I'm not going to be surprised if they don't do something. Aston Villa, they did beat Wolves 3-2. I just think that goal consistency by defence, conceding goals is a massive problem for Aston Villa. Ipswich is just trying to win a match, and McKenna is not going to get that first win at Villa Park. My prediction is 3-1 to Aston Villa. Next one is Manchester United versus Spurs. Man United has 2 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses. Spurs are 2 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses. Spurs did beat Karabakh in the Europa League on Thursday, so that's a massive advantage. United did drew against FC 1-1. That is going to be complicated. complicated because the fact that it is both teams playing in this week with the Europa League action. Son could be out against United, but I don't think that and will risk playing him. I think give him a week off. Ten Hag is just a menace to United. He does have problems at the back. Bruno's having problems as well. I think it's going to be a 2-1 United win. And by the way, that video will be on HateView. Check it out. And final match review is South Coast Derby, Monday Night Football, Bournemouth FC, AC Bournemouth versus Southampton. Southampton has not won the match. They drew last Saturday. Southampton drew against Ipswich 1-1, but Bournemouth have drawn 1-2. I think, and lost 2. I think it's going to be a 2-1 victory for Fulham. I think this is going to be a problem for teams like Ipswich, Southampton, Leicester, West Ham, Everton, Palace. But they have to do what they have to do. And I think with Ipswich, Southampton, the problem is with Southampton is that they don't know when to control the football. They don't know how to pass the ball back. They don't have their problems with the defensive. And look at Bournemouth. Bournemouth's the opposite. They've got good attacking players. They're a good team to score. And I'm happy with Irola, what he's done for Bournemouth, other than the fact they lost against West Ham. Good perspective, by the way. 2-1 to Bournemouth. I think it's not going to be a happy day for Gary O'Neill. Topic of the week. We have got 2 topics of the week. We have got within the Arsenal versus the Arsenal Dark Hearts. Then we'll be talking about Barkley's Premier League player of the best player and fixture overall. Now, people are saying, people play that song, and Odegaard are saying that the fixtures overhaul. I agree. I agree with the fact that the fixtures are overhauling for teams that are facing for Europe, because they've got Europe next week. Then Sunday football, Sunday Europe, Sunday Europe, Champions League, Europe Conference League. But the thing is, this has been happening a lot. This has been happening before the whole group of the Champions League, European Conference League. The teams will have to face Sunday, like they turn to away, turn out of country, and to go back to London, to England, to go to places like Manchester or like St James's Park. I think that the best thing right now I think they shouldn't have done the idea of putting the fixtures overall conjecture. If they wanted to make it as a Super League, I think the Super League is one of the things that I'm not a big fan, of course, but I think that this is what they're trying to do. They're not liking the fact that no clubs wanted to do the Super League, so they're turning into the best competition into a league. So having teams like yes, it's an advantage to travel playing against big teams, but then you have risk of injuries, you have risk of fatigue. I think this is a major concern for teams that will suffer with injury crisis and teams that don't have backups. So I do feel sorry for them, but it's the rule of football. They changed it, and I can't do anything. And the last topic is the Barclays line. Now, 2 weeks ago, the BBC Sport have announced that, saying that, who is the Barclays men? For me, the Barclays men would be someone who's the best player of each club. Now, I'm not going to rank like 50, 60, 80 clubs that's been in the Premier League because there'll be like 80 minutes to do for a video. I can do that in a separate video, but I'd rather do it in this video. So I think the best way to describe this is like how I would do it is like doing the teams that's never been relegated. So then you got Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, United, Spurs, Everton, and then you have a bracket. So yeah. First off is Arsenal. Arsenal, for me, Arsenal's best player is Henry. I think Henry is underrated for me because because there isn't that much to say for Henry, what he's done. Arsenal's all-time top scorer. Arsenal's is one of the reasons why Arsenal won the Invincibles. Arsenal won the FA Cup. Arsenal won this, and not many people appreciated Henry when he joined Arsenal. And Wenger brought him to life, and Wenger gave him an opportunity to become the best, and that's what Henry did. Henry will be playing against the best player in Chelsea. For me, people are saying, did he Frank Lampard? People are saying John Terry. People are saying Eden Hazard. I'm picking Drogba. I'm picking Drogba because 2 reasons: scoring the winner against Bayern Munich in the last minute, and plus he did score the penalty. Plus he's such a legendary football player because you can replace a defender like John Terry, you can replace players like Frank Lampard, and they have done that. But to replace Drogba is a massive task to ask. He's won a lot for Chelsea. He's done so much for Chelsea, and he's irreplaceable for Chelsea. So, yeah. So, in the bracket is Arsenal Thierry Henry versus Chelsea's Drogba. Now let's go down to Merseyside. Merseyside, I have gone for Tim Howard, long-serving goalie for Everton, made so many saves. I think I remember he scored a goal for Everton against Bolton. So underappreciated. He hasn't won anything with Everton, but not many goalies from the US can live up to Tim Howard's expectations. Tim Howard are going to play against Liverpool's legend Steven Gerrard, and I know people can say Steven Gerrard, oh my god, this guy's scoring his West Ham in the 2006 FA Cup final. But underappreciated legend because he's done so much for Liverpool, Premier League winner, FA Cup winner, Carabao Cup winner. Yes, he made that slip from David Barter scored, which ruined the title. But I think that the Premier League is going to be a massive miss for Gerrard if it wasn't for Gerrard's captaincy with Julia and Benitez. I don't think Liverpool would be living up to their expectations. Then Man City will be playing. I'm going to say Aguero. Aguero is the best player because Aguero has done so much. The last minute goal, which gave City the first title. Aguero is City's all-time top scorer, banging the goals. Haaland is living up to Aguero's expectations, but he's done so much for Man City. Manchester United, I'm going to go for. Who's Aguero playing against? I'm going to go for a Rooney-esque moment. I'm going to go for Wayne Rooney. Done so much for the Manchester United, best Manchester United striker, Premier League winner, FA Cup winner, Champions League winner, Europa League winner, Carabao Cup winner. Faced so many struggles with at the start of the season, but done so much to overcome them. And Spurs, now people are going to say Harry Kane. He's going to mention Harry Kane. Yeah, it's going to be so predictable, guys. Defoe. I'm going to say Defoe is my man of the player, best player of Tottenham. most underrated striker for Tottenham, underrated striker in the Premier League history. Done so much, but people don't give him credit for what he's done for Tottenham. Especially the fact that he's played with the likes of Modric, Bale, Van der Vaart, Pavlyuchenko, Paul Robinson, Ledley King, Chimbonda, Ben Arskotor, Tom Hiddleston. And yes, he's only won one trophy, but at least appreciate what he's done for the club. Now, on number out, but who am I going to say? I'm going to say the winner of basically Arsenal Henry versus Drogba. Then I'm going to do Aguero versus Rooney, and then whoever wins with the Rooney Aguero will be playing against the foe, and then the Merseyside are the Liverpool versus Arsenal. Hey, Arsenal versus Chelsea's best players, Henry versus Drogba. I don't know, because Henry, I've always idolized Henry because he was so different from many players that I've seen. You remind me of Ronaldinho. But however, Drogba's won everything with Chelsea. I've got to stick with Henry because Drogba's good, but like he's bringing that talent back to Arsenal, from players like Anelka and right left, and that's a massive pressure to fill up their boots. So Henry has to be there. Next one is Manchester Derby. I'm going to pick Gerrard. Gerrard just won everything with Liverpool. Howard hasn't done anything. Man United versus Man City. I'm going to pick Rooney over Aguero. Rooney is just a memorable player to play against. To watch for Man United, he just at a young age brings so much to United, and that's what United needs to do: bring more talent, youngsters that can strike her to live up to Rooney's expectations. So then Man United Tottenham. I'm gonna go with the Defoe versus Rooney. Rooney wins, all-time top scorer. And then we're going to go back to the Premier League. We're going to go for Henry versus Gerrard. Henry, because he won that Premier League title. Gerrard is a great player, but Henry's better. And then the final two is going to be Henry versus Rooney. Mr. Invincible versus Mr. Won It All, Henry. Henry wins the banger. Henry gets the whole wins it. So Henry's my Barclays Man Player of the Year. The whole season, the whole history of the Premier League. Henry. Thanks guys for watching this video. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. Hit that button if you enjoyed this video. I did not expect to make a long video because I was supposed to do this video last week, but I've been busy. Hit the like button if you need. Today's videos will be Newcastle versus City, new perspective, West Ham versus Brentford, Wolves versus Liverpool, and Sunday is the United versus Spurs. Hate view, Old Trafford. Yeah, peace. I'm out. Come on, your irons.